Hi everyone, it's Mary Blocher here, the Power Huff Stamper, and today I want to share with you this wonderful Designer Series paper star. I have it on the Blogging Friends blog hop on blogger.com. Several demonstrators from across the country together and doing a great fun thing, and this is one of the things I did. It was so fun. This is quite large. It's one sheet of 12 by 12, and I just want to share with you where I got that from. This particular holiday crafts, it's the Better Home and Garden holiday special. If you don't have, oh my gosh, go find it on your grocery stand. It is awesome. And when I was going through mine, there is such wonderful things, but what really caught my eye was this page here with these beautiful, beautiful paper ornaments. And wait till I turn the page. There's tons of them. Beautiful. Taking just strips of paper, gathering them in different ways, and I mean they're just beautiful. Absolutely love them. So I decided, well, it talks about wanting sturdy cardstock, and I thought, well, why not Stampin' Up! Designer Series paper? So I'm going to take you through it a little bit, and I'll have you join me. What you'll need for this project is 12 pieces total of 1/2 by 8.5 inch strips. You will need 6 strips at 1/2 inch and 7.5 inches, 6 strips at 1/2 inch by 5.5, and then you need a 1.5 by 1/2 inch strips. So I'm going to go ahead and take you through just partially of these paper ornaments. And if you look at mine again, you'll see that it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces because we're going to make a base of a 6-pointed star. Okay? And how you do that is you simply are going to take 6 of your longest 1/2 by 8.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm using last year's holiday catalog. I think this was All Is Calm Designer Series paper, and I just decided I liked the softness and the blues. I'm really attracted to those colors right now. This is the piece that I used, which is quite bold and beautiful, and that's what I used for my first star that I made. So what you're going to do basically for these is just to fold each of your 6 strips in half. There, I have my 6 done. And I'm going to arrange these to make a 6-pointed star shape. Doesn't look like much of a 6-pointed star right now, but once you glue it together, once you glue them all together, you'll get those. So, all you need really is your mono-adhesive glue. I'm going to take one and just run that right along the edge and take the next one and glue it to it just like so. Hold them together for a minute. And now one thing that you do want to do, because I forgot to do this when I made mine and I had to kind of tear them apart, is leave a little bit open on the end, a little branch at the end open like that. That's where our little strips are going to come into play. And if you notice on mine, on my end, I have kind of this opened little branching apart. That's what that's for. Okay, so we have our first 2 strips. Just going to go ahead and run, not quite go to the end because I want that open. Don't want to forget to do that again. I did it the first time. And close that, line it up. And I just kind of, when I do that, I just squeeze them all together like that, just to help them. Open them back up here. There we go, and now I've got 2. So we're just going to continue to glue together our strips like so to make the 6-pointed star. So let me just finish and we'll be right back. Alright, so as you can see, I'm finished up gluing my 6-pointed star together. And now the next thing I'm going to do is I want to take my littlest strips, and I'm going to fold them in half. And what I'm going to do is just split this open at the end here. If I got the glue all the way down at the end on this one. Ooh, did I? Almost. Okay. Just want that to open a little bit. I'm going to take my adhesive, a little on that side, a little on that side, and then we're going to put that right in there. Line it up, glue it, and then it opens and has a little bit of that prong end. It just gives a little bit more interest to that. So I'm going to go ahead and do my other ones, and we'll go to the next. There we go. Now we have our complete 6-pointed star, right like that. That's the base frame of our star. Now, what's interesting about this, as you can see on my original, I have the diamond pattern is kind of facing out. And then in the inside is that darker hexagon, beautiful bold colors. On this one that I'm doing, it's so light either way, but I think I really do want this to kind of focal in the inside, so that's going to fold on the inside. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your longest 8.5 by 1/2 inch, and you're going to fold them all in half. Once you fold them in half, what I kind of like to do is kind of give it a little squish to give it a little bit more of kind of like a teardrop shape. But what you're going to do now is putting some of your liquid glue, just going to put a little on both sides, and then come right in and put it to the point of one of your stars and press it in. Just hold it for a couple seconds. And you can see kind of why I did that, to give it a little, and that's that. Okay? I'm going to do that. What you need to do is you need to do that around all of your sides. And what I found to be easiest for me is I worked opposite. I just found that it gave stability to my frame, kind of kept things lined up and not wobble too much. So I came over here to this side and I did the same thing. I just kind of pressed it together into the point, hold it, hold it, hold it. That's what I like about this liquid glue. You don't need a lot of the liquid glue, but it really does adhere quickly. And you can now see that I'm starting to get that going, right? So for time's sake, what I'm going to do is just kind of help you with this one. So we did our 8.5 by 1/2 strip. Now I'm going to go to the 1/2 by 7.5 inch strip, and I'm going to do the same thing. Now you might think, oh, well, what if I reversed it now? This next time I'll do this. We could do that. I'm going to keep going the way I was, but I don't know, maybe in one of my other stars I'll try that. Try some of that switching it out, you know, reversing it each time. So then same thing, I'm just going to go inside the one I've already done, pinch it to the side, hold it, hold it, hold it, and there's that second one in there. And I'll do this on the right hand side as well. We'll just get those two going. A little dab, mono glue will be enough. Don't need too much. If you use too much, it takes a long time to dry, and it really is pretty strong. So a little teardrop on there. These might look like they're sticking too much to each other, but once you get all the other ones on, it kind of pulls it apart, and you'll start seeing that. Okay, so we have our 8.5 by 1/2, our 7.5 by 1/2, and now I have my 5.5 by 1/2. And just to be a little different, this time I'm going to let this one be on the outside. I don't know why, I am just so attracted right now to this soft blues, you know, of the holiday, just that icy blueness. It just, I don't know, I just really like it. Oh, squish it down a little bit. Get right inside there to the point. Okay, And I'll do the one over here. I had that on the outside, didn't I? All right, one more over here. Now what you can do with these stars is, depending upon how far up you want them glued, I really am just doing kind of at the bottom. I don't want the sides all glued and stuck together. So I'm just kind of doing that bottom fourth. Not bottom fourth, boy, probably just an eighth. Okay, and so then we have two of them done, just like that. So once you go and get all of them finished around, it'd be interesting what kind of embellishment you have for that. So I'm going to go ahead and finish putting my pieces together, and when I'm all finished, we'll come back together to see how this one turned out, and then I'll show you a little bit again in the magazine, some great things. Well, here it is, you guys. Here's my nice light blue snowflake ornament. You can see my designs in there, that the little bit darker is there, and then I switched it up right there. I took the ends here, and I like to take a bone folder and just curl them up. I think that works really well. And I added this little snowflake with metal snowflake with the rhinestones inside. I know that's from last holiday catalog, but we do have in the new holiday catalog a little bit smaller snowflakes with the rhinestones inside. I adhered that with our fine tip glue pen. If you do not have a fine tip glue pen, it's in the holiday catalog. You will want to. Trust me, it is fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed this video and tutorial. I really am loving doing these. One thing I would add, I would probably use this nice silver for the blue, and then I would get my gold for this this particular snowflake. And I am going to, when I get to it, this one here, I really like this. This has that six-pointed, just like what we did. But I also think this one here, if you can see that, I just love the way they've done kind of this curling of the paper, and so I definitely want to try that one too. It has a little bit different directions. So I'm going to go ahead and try cutting these down in half so I can get them in smaller size. And when I do, on my blog, I'll post the measurements, because it gets a little funky, half of 5½ and half of 7½ which I guess is then 3/4 when you split them in half. But anyway, go ahead and check out my blog, and you can also check out the website. I do right now have Hostess Appreciation by having a mystery hostess opportunity, so you can check that out, and people placing orders can be qualified for a mystery hostess, as well as being in for a drawing to receive a free Sale-a-Bration stamp and designer series paper from Sale-a-Bration without even Sale-a-Bration starting. So leave a comment, share it, and maybe I'll pull your name just from the comments. We'll see. It'll have to be a surprise. Well, safe and happy holidays, everyone. See you soon.